Hey guys, Anthony and Chelsea. Today we are covering a video by request, okay? So sometimes we get comments, suggestions, we always ask for them. By the way, if you have any questions or you'd like to see some video made on a particular topic, just leave some comments down below. We'll be happy to look into that for you guys. So the question was, and the question came from, oh, I'm saying this right, Desert Crone?
I think so.
Yes, it says, I get dizzy very easily. Is there a trick to avoid this? Okay, this is something that we deal with a lot. It's country dancing, so there's going to be a lot of turning and stuff. So I'm going to give you some good news and then some bad news. The good news is, yes, there are some things you can do to help you from getting so dizzy. And the bad news is it's not going to happen overnight. It's something you're going to have to work in over time. Okay, so the first tip that I would say to help keep from getting so dizzy would be spotting. Let me kind of break down what spotting is. Spotting, like if I were turning Chelsea here and I'm turning her in this direction, basically she is going to keep looking in a particular direction. She's going to find a spot, okay? So like if she's turning this way, she finds a spot, like an area or an object or something, and she looks at that. So she's facing it, right? And then she turns her body, she finds that spot again. She's gonna do that a bunch of times and she's just finding that spot. For some people that really helps. And I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks on how to work on spotting. All right, now if you're at home, like you don't have somebody spinning you, the thing that you can do is you can basically look over one shoulder, look in the mirror or whatever it is you're looking, turn your body, but don't turn your head. Keep your body turning, but then you're gonna keep your head facing that direction. And as your body gets to a certain point, you're going to look over that shoulder, finding that same spot again, and just continue to do that. That's the basic idea of spotting. Now, some mistakes that people make with spotting is they tend to spot on their partners. All right? Or if they're on a social dance floor and they're like dancing a two-step, they spot on the person in front of them. Both of those are bad. I'm going to explain to you why that is. We always want to spot in the direction of movement. So if Chelsea is moving this way, she needs a spot. Her body is projecting itself in that direction, so she's going to find her spot in that direction because that's the direction she's going. Now, if she were spotting on me, a spot on me, and if I were moving around or whatever, it doesn't really help stabilize her very much, okay? I don't want to get into all the technical details of spotting, but you always want to look or spot in the direction of movement. Another mistake that people tend to make is they spot on the people in front of them. And those people are in motion too. So they're going to be moving around. And so you got to have, the thing I would say when it comes to spotting, I know a lot of people suggest spotting on an inanimate object, something that's still. But when you're turning, you're also moving towards it, right? So instead of that, and this is going to seem kind of vague, instead of spotting on a thing or a person, spot in a general region, like the direction you are projecting your body. Like I'm going that way, so I'm going to look kind of in an imaginary area because that's where I'm going. That area might be moving because you're also moving as well. Now, spotting will not, for a lot of people, is like, okay, well, I did spotting and I'm still dizzy, right? Here's the thing, going to the bad news again, saying, well, I want to be, what is there a trick to keep me from getting dizzy is kind of like saying, well, I see other people, they're spinning and they don't get dizzy. Why do I get dizzy? Am I different? Am I special? That's kind of like saying, I went to the gym the other day and I saw this dude bench pressing 400 pounds. Is there a trick for me to be able to bench press 400 pounds? That's not a real thing. Like you're benching 120, dude. Like you're not going to get to 400 pounds overnight. What you've got to do is keep exercising that muscle and you build your way up. So there's no going from I get dizzy to I no longer get dizzy. You actually have to turn, right? Like you have to do it a lot, and over time you will get less and less dizzy. That's just like, that's how that works. But there are some tips and tricks. Another tip that you can do to keep from getting so dizzy is don't look down, don't like tilt your body in all kinds of directions. You have to keep your body vertical. Okay, so all of the mechanisms of your body that maintain your balance and dizziness are all in here. And if your head is moving in all kinds of different directions, not only will you lose your balance, but you're more likely to get dizzy that way also. So try to keep your blocks away, your head, your shoulders, everything just kind of vertical. So look in the direction that you're going. Now, another thing that we can say about getting dizzy, when we're talking about two-step, a lot of this might stem from your leader. Now, ladies, if you're getting dizzy, I'm not saying, well, gosh, it's got to be his fault. I mean, it might be. He could be contributing because two-step usually turns one direction and then it'll turn the other way, right? And then once you've turned that way, it's going to turn the other direction. And there are no better dances to learn how to turn and to not get dizzy and kind of work that muscle than two-step, because it's usually turning one direction and then it turns the other way. So we're not constantly just like turning in one direction. Sometimes you might turn more than once or twice, but for the most part, work your way in. So like, don't get on the bench press bar and put the 400 pounds on. It's like, well, I'm just going to think my way through and I'm going to bench this. That's not going to happen. Work your way up. Okay. So I hope that has been helpful. And I'm sorry I couldn't give you guys some magic silver bullet that's going to make you not get dizzy. Now, here's the thing. Like, I'm a leader. Leaders don't typically turn as much as the followers do, right? I have a 3-turn limit. After 3 turns, I'm drunk. I don't even have to be drinking, right? So, like, you have to build that muscle. I just don't turn as much as my partners do. So, ladies, if you don't enjoy turning, I mean, don't dance country. I'm teasing. Everybody should dance country. But the thing is you're going to be doing a lot, and so you have to build that up. And you have to expect that to be a process. Sorry there was no magic bullet, but I hope this has been helpful. I hope the spotting part has been helpful, and just keep in mind that if you're getting dizzy while you're turning, it does get better. So if you guys have anything else you'd like to see, just write some comments down there. We'll happily look into that stuff. We do produce a lot of things. So this comment, I think, was just yesterday, so we're producing the content today, so that'll show you how fast we turn that content around. So thank you guys so much for watching. Give us more of your input, because we do listen to it. If you look at the videos we post here, we try to constantly make them better for you guys. Let us know what we can be doing better. So thank you guys for watching. Again, if you guys haven't subscribed or follow us, just go ahead and do that now. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. We have a website. Just follow us. That'd mean a lot to us. And click the little, it's like a little bell or something, right?
I think so, yeah.
To get the notifications. So click the, like, ring us. Is that what they call that?
Yeah.
So thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you guys next time.